Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to use the formal method for division, sometimes known as the bus stop. I'm going to show you an example without a remainder and then an example with a remainder so you can see how both work. So with division we're looking at how many groups of go into the total. So in my first question, 2,612 divided by 4, I'm looking at how many times 4 goes into 2,612, or how many groups of 4 there are in 2,612. So I lay it out like this with what looks a bit like a bus stop, hence it's named the bus stop method, with the 4, which is the number I'm dividing by, the size of the groups going on the outside, and then the total, the number that I am sharing into 4s, or into groups of 4, in the middle. I'm now going to go through from left to right, asking myself how many times 4 fits in, how many groups of 4 there would be in those numbers. I start off with how many 4s go into 2. Now it's really helpful at the side of your page when doing this to, if you're not particularly confident with your times table, to just write it down so that you've got something to refer to. So I'm just going down in 4s, which will make my job a lot easier. I'm going to stop when I get to 10 times 4, which of course is 40. So 4s into 2, 2 doesn't appear in the 4 times table, it's not a multiple of 4, so there aren't any 4s. You can't fit 4 into 2. There are no groups of 4 in 2. So that 2,000 is now going to have to move across into my hundreds column to make not 600s but 26 hundreds. Now I'm going to ask myself how many 4s fit into 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't do 7 because that'd be 28 and I've only got 26. So I can do 6, which is 24. I can fit 6 4s in, 6 groups of 4, because that would be 24. I haven't used all of my 26 though. So the 2 that I haven't used, 24, 25, 26, the 2 that I haven't used need to move across into my tens column to make not 1, but 21 tens. Again, I'm going to ask myself how many groups of 4 can I fit into 21? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't do 6 because that's too big. I can only do 5. So 5 groups of 4 would give me 20, which means there's one of my 21 I haven't used. Anything I haven't used needs to go onto the next column, into my 1s in this case. How many groups of 4 in 12? 1, 2, 3. It's always nice when there's no remainder. You end up on a number and you know that there are exactly 3 groups of 4 in 12. So there is nothing to pass on. Therefore, I don't have a remainder. I have a whole number. 2,612 divided by 4 is 653. You might want to go back, pause, have a look at that, go back to see that again. Now the second example does involve a remainder. The second example involves a remainder. Again, I'm dividing by 6, so I want 6 over here, and then 3,140 in my bus stop. I'm asking myself how many groups of 6 in these numbers here, and I'm going to start from left with the thousands column and work my way to the right. So 6s into 3. I might find it helpful to do my 6 times table down the side of my page. I'm going to do it next to my 4 times table. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, and stop at 60. 6 is into 3. 3 does not appear in the 6 times table, so I can't squeeze 6 into 3. The first number in the 6 times table is 6. That would be 1. So there's no 6s in 3. So that 3, I haven't used any of it yet because it's just spare. So I need to move it along into my hundreds column to make 31. 31 hundreds. How many 6s into 31? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't do 6 because that number is too big. I can fit 5 in because that would be 30. So the 5 goes above the 31, but I know that I've only used 30, so there's 1 left over, and that goes into the next column into my tens column. 6 is now into 14. 6 is into 14. 1, 2, 3 is too many. 18 is too big. I've only got 14, so I can fit 2 groups of 6. 2 groups of 6 go in. That makes 12. So I've not used 2 again. I've got to 12, 2 groups of 6, 13, 14. I've got a remainder of 2 that needs to be passed along into my ones column. And now I've got 6s into 20. 1, 2, 3. I can't fit 4 in because 3 groups of 6 is 18, 4 groups of 6 is 24, but I've only got 20. I can't share 24 out when I've only got 20 in the first place. So I can fit 3 groups of 6, but I only used 18 instead of 20, so I've got a remainder of 2. A remainder of 2 at the end, because I can't divide that further. As we go into year 6, I'll show you how to do that into decimals. I can quickly show you that actually remainder 2, when you're dividing by 6, if you wanted to write that as a fraction, wouldn't be remainder 2, but would be the 2 that you didn't use divided by 6. Because in fractions, that line there kind of often means divided by into groups of 2 into groups of 6. So I could either say 523 remainder 2, or I could say 523 and 2 sixths, because I was dividing by 6. Lovely. Hopefully by pausing, rewatching parts of this video, you'll be able to practice the skill of using formal division, otherwise known as the bus stop, and get really confident just as you did with the multiplication. See you again soon.